family.
Beautiful.
Caring.
Community.
More like family.
Wilson Park is a small community in northeast Baltimore, Maryland. Founded in 1917 by Mr. Harry O. Wilson, it was one of the first African-American communities in the city.
And the boundaries were really large. As a kid, even down near Cater Avenue and Old York Road, there was a store called the Wilson Park Grocery Store. It was a little store where you go and buy things. That was that far down. So the boundaries really up 43rd, all the way up to Winston, down Winston to the Alameda, and the Alameda down to St. George's and like Argonne.
We took pride in maintaining the appearance of the neighborhood. My husband especially loved to keep the lawns cut. And he would not only cut his lawn, but he would cut both of the neighbors on either side of us. And we did that in order to help maintain the neatness of the neighborhood.
Like, you used to sit out on the porch, you talk to your neighbor, and everybody just... We had a big snow back there years ago. Biggest snow I ever had. We got together, all the men got together and shoveled Willow Avenue out so we could get our cars out. But you don't find that no more.
As a child, I remember my mom would often send me to a neighbor's house. Go to Mrs. Thorne's house, get a cup of sugar. Go to Miss Cannon's house, get 2 eggs. I'm baking a cake. I ran out of eggs. And I like that. That neighborhood camaraderie was always strong.
I'm always cleaning my street. Sometimes I'll be the only one out there, and I'll pick up trash all around the neighborhood. And volunteering at Guilford, just letting the kids know that someone really cares. I mean, just to be there to have them see someone from the neighborhood who cares about what they're doing and try and give them some kind of guidance. And our neighborhood is not the worst of neighborhoods, but it could be a better neighborhood.
When we first came to the neighborhood, the community was a community. The people really rallied together and looked after the youth in the community. There were so many things for young people to do in our community because the people were concerned about the children and their growth and their development within the community.
The whole neighborhood looked out for everybody's kid. My mama might go to the store, but Mama next door, Corey, would come over and be watching you. Or the daddy up the street would be watching you. And for a kid, that was kind of crazy.
4700 block of Alhambra was not a place where you could do something bad. You couldn't throw no rocks, couldn't say any bad words. You would have to leave Alhambra.
One of the things that I remembered growing up as a child is that there were a lot of black-owned businesses. And a lot of those business owners lived within the community. And the business owners came out and they kept the streets clean. And, or they perhaps gave a child a few coins to sweep their streets. And so there was a sense of pride. People didn't have to go far to get what they needed. Everything that they needed was right in the community.
I remember Mom sending me to the store with a note. And I gave him Mr. Lou's grocery store. I gave Mr. Lou the note. He read the note, went in the back, and came back and gave me 2 bags of groceries.
And then you see people today who lived around you at that time, and they recognize you and talk to you, and they, you get to talk about the fun things that we did as a neighborhood.
What I remember most about Willow Playground wasn't exactly the pool, it was the trees. It was full of trees. I remember the willow trees, I remember the oak trees, because the acorns would fall and we would throw those, and the swings, and this big sliding board, this very large sliding board, and a sandbox. I remember playing in the sandbox.
Played at the Winston Elementary School. We had a very, very vibrant, what do you call it, recreation center there. And we used to play there all the time. It was just great. You could do anything. You play shuffleboard, checkers, basketball, and many other things.
Tourette's was, I don't know exactly what it was, but it was a community organization to bring some sort of jobs and recreation to this community. The recreation center was at Winston Elementary School. That's the only rec that we knew about. And you can go there, you can play outside, and you can play inside. The Tourette's brought it closer to us, and I think that's when they started the development of where Walter P. Carter is.
Same battles between different communities. There was the same wars that go on today, so I definitely won't want to paint the picture that these things did not go on.
Well, we're looking to bring back a cohesiveness and a collaboration with the parts that have fragmented and with those stakeholders and people, so we can come back together like it once was. I can see some of this happening. You see a lot more children playing now. There's a lot less crime, and it's looking promising.
Not the preacher, but it's thee, O Lord, standing in the need of prayer. Oh, it's me, O Lord, standing in the need of